Assalamu alaikum. Today I want to show you just the principal organ of the urinary system. And we know that the urinary system is responsible for blood filtration, and the principal organ we have here, the two kidney, and located at the abdominal cavity and the posterior wall. And you see here that the right kidney is lower than the left, because the liver compress over it, and so it become lower, not bigger, just lower. And the second part is the ureter. This is the tube which extend from the renal pelvis to the urinary bladder. Here you see the blood vessel that supply the kidney, the renal artery, and renal vein. This artery, this big artery, is the inferior vena cava, and this is the red one, is the aorta. And here we have the urinary gland, urinary bladder, and as I tell you, it is have a transitional epithelial tissue, and these two ureter, with the ureter open, with the what we call it the trigone, the side of openings of the two ureters and the urethra. This is a small part, is the ureter. It is more longer in men than the women. This part is the urethra, urinary bladder, ureter, and kidney. This is the internal structure of the kidney parenchyma, and as we say that we have outer cortex and inner medulla, and the cortex is the site of accumulation of the filtration unit, which is the glomeruli, so it become darker than the medulla. And here we have the medulla, it composed of the pyramid, and we say it may be each kidney have 6 to 10 pyramid, and these pyramid end with the papillae, which transport urine to the minor calyx and to the major calyx, and finally to the renal pelvis. Sorry, this is the renal artery, and this is the renal vein, and finally we have here, this is the ureter, which transport urine to the urinary bladder. This is the nephron, the functional unit of the urinary system, and it have two parts. The first part we call it renal corpuscle, and the second part is the renal tubules. The renal corpuscle composed of the glomeruli, this is the tuft of blood, and Bowman capsule. This is the nearest tubule to the renal corpuscle. Is convoluted, so we call it proximal convoluted tubule, and then it reaches the renal loop, and then it ascend, and also straight, then it convoluted, so we call it distal convoluted tubule. And here finally we have the collecting ducts, which, as I say before, all these collecting ducts of nephrons drain urine via papillae to the renal pelvis, and it take it away to the bladder, and then outside the body via the urethra. And as I say, the urethra is shorter than the urethra in the women. This is related to the organ that responsible for urination. And also, as I saw, that the urinary system is associated strongly with the genital system, genitalia, so we call it the urogenital system. Also, I will repeat it, this is the main principal organs of the urinary bladder: the two kidneys and two ureters, one urinary bladder, and the urethra. And thank you very much.